Hello everyone, welcome back to Christine's channel. Today is still going to be so different. Like I told you, right now we are still in my favorite place in Shenzhen, which is called Shenzhen Bay Park. I love it so much. So if you got the chance to come to China and you come to Shenzhen, I strongly recommend you to come to this sacred place. Oh, I use sacred to describe it. Anyway, right, so in today's video, we're going to talk about the second part of Chinese particle le, which is sentence le. Right, I think it's better for us to just sit down and talk about more about this. Right, let me see. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the second part of Chinese particle le. The water, oh my god, the sunlight is a little bit too strong because in front of me there's the ocean. I love it, I really love it, but the water is showing the strong reflection to my face. I can barely open my eyes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, so now let's carry on the second part of Chinese character le, which is sentence le. The reason why we call this as sentence le is we put le right at the end of the sentence, so we call it as sentence le. Right, so the first usage of sentence le is we put it to make a set structure. If you are speaking Chinese for a while, you probably realize that in daily Chinese dialogues you can see le in some similar sentences, so actually they are in the set structures, and this is the most basic usage of sentence le. Right, so here, in order to make it clear, to make it explicit, I'm not going to go too deep into the analysis, so I'll just show you some examples, some quite popular examples, commonly used sentences in our daily life. Right, so the common set structures are as follows. We have太 add adjective and then le, or adjective add 极了, another one which is 可 add adjective le. Right, so let me explain the usage of these structures for you first. So the function of this set pattern is we use it to strengthen or emphasize the adjective used. Plus, I can barely open my eyes because the reflection from the ocean is quite strong from the sunlight. Anyway, let's move on. The太 adjective le structure is also used to explain the excess of something. And also pay attention here, the adjective 极了, we use it with the positive adjectives. And also the 死了 adjective add 死了 structure, we use it with some negative adjectives. Right, let's take a look at some examples and then you can know more about these set structures. So the first one, which is 太棒了, 太棒了, which means fantastic, like the scenery is fantastic. Some passers-by are asking whether I'm doing live streams or not. No, I'm not. Live stream, I mean that. Right, so the next example is 这个盒子太大了，这个盒子太大了, which means this box is too big. This box is too big. And the next example, 你的普通话好极了，你的普通话好极了, which means your Mandarin is very good. Your Mandarin is very good. I'm sure your Mandarin will be as good as mine or even better than most of the Chinese people. Right, the next example, which is the negative one. So let's take a look at the previous sentences here. So the first one, 太棒了，太大了，好极了. So basically, we use le, just now I said, adjective 极了 is used with the positive adjectives. Look at here, 好极了, good. So you can also say 美极了. So we use it in the positive situation. Right, so now I'm gonna show you some negative situations. For example, the first one, 我们饿死了，我们饿死了, which means we are starving. We are starving. So here, look, like I said, adjective add 死了, we use it to describe the negative situation. Obviously, 饿死了, starving, this is quite negative. So the next example, which is 这只狗可臭了，这只狗可臭了, which means which means the dog stinks. The dog stinks. Alright, so as you can see, it seems like the reflection is getting stronger and stronger. I can barely open my eyes. So here, which means, so according to the above sentences, as you can see, they look similar. You can just use some adjectives to fill into the set structures. It's quite easy. So what you need to pay attention is we use adjective 死了 with some negative adjectives. And 太 adjective 急了, we use it in the positive situation. You can also make some sentences down in the comment section. I help you to see whether they make sense or whether they're excellent or not. Right, so thank you so much for enjoying this fantastic moment with me. I'll see you in the next one.